Good evening. This is Letitia with Soul Spread Wisdom, and I am here with some fresh bread. Yesterday, I recorded a podcast speaking about walking your path to victory and reprogramming the mind. So, this is the second part of that. So, part two. And yesterday, I talked about the first step in reprogramming the mind is to connect with your ancestors. I explained how you want to do that and the purposes of doing so. And the main reason is that it is on the shoulders of your elevated ancestors who love you that you stand and able to be, in order to go higher and in order to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. It is critical that you honor and venerate your elevated ancestors who love you. The second thing that we talked about was what it is that you are eating. I talked about the animals that are being eaten, that are being pushed out and pushed onto our plates, and the vibration of those animals is so low because those animals are being abused and tortured. And as we learn in the Kabbalion, everything is vibrating in the Kabbalion. Everything is vibrating at one level or another, at a base level or at a higher level. And in order to achieve victory, we need to be vibrating at the highest level. And in order to do that, we need to eat high vibrating foods in order to vibrate higher. And those are going to be, the raw vegetables, the vegetables that are clean, foods, vegetables and fruits that are clean, water that is clean. And so much of the foods that are being marketed to us are low vibrating foods. And of course, that is done on purpose. Because if we vibrate higher, then we move into a place of leadership. We move into a place where we are leading and directing our own lives as opposed to being sheep. Because the sheep will pay attention to whatever is being given to them. They will go along with it. They'll just follow it and they won't make decisions. As Queen Bee said in Black is King, either lead or be led astray. And in order to be able to think clearly and lead our own lives, it is key that we are vibrating at the highest level. Okay? So in the second part, we are going to move on and talk about the next way, the next reprogramming, the next area in which reprogramming is necessary for us to vibrate higher and to walk our path towards victory. And that is what it is that we are listening to and what it is that we are seeing with our eyes. It is so critical that we protect what it is that our eyes are looking at. Again, everything has a base vibration or a higher vibration. So if we are watching television programs like the Housewives of Atlanta or the Kardashians or whatever else is on, I don't even know all the names to call. And we are watching these programs that are filled with drama and fights and women debasing each other and lots of things that are trivial. These things are low vibrating. And we bring those energies into our own life because, again, everything is vibrating at a particular level and all is energy. And as I said yesterday in the podcast, that energy is neither lost nor destroyed. It is just transferred. So when you are watching those things that are filled with arguments and malice and contention, and it's entertaining to you and you laugh about it and you talk to your girlfriends about it and you talk to your homeboys about it and whoever else, that energy is being imparted into your mind, as we learn in the Kabbalion as well. All is mind. Everything that is being created, it is being created by your mind. By your mind. And as these images are being played in your mind, they are settling in your mind and causing your life to often move in those type of ways. And if you don't find that you have a lot of argumentation in your life after watching this sort of thing, it still distracts you from moving on your path towards victory, because that type of those type of scenes and drama and arguing and so forth are low vibrating. And in order for you to walk towards victory, your vibration has to be high. The same thing with what it is that you are listening to. So much of the music that is played on the radio is pushed out on purpose. Again, the TV shows are pushed out on purpose. The music is pushed out on purpose so that it can keep us in a low vibrating state. Because if we are focused on WAP, wet AP, if we are focused on that, if we are watching that, if we are taking that into the gates of our ears, then it is programming our minds to think low, to think in a low way, again, low vibrating, because a higher vibration would not be celebrating taking money for sex, or being degrading and just open about sex in such a way. Again, as we've had the conversation about the song, little girls are listening to this and they are rehearsing it in their minds, and it is being programmed into those children's minds who are listening to that, even though they don't know what it means. So their minds are not moving towards excelling to something higher, to something greater. It is being programmed to think of their bodies as just something for sexual pleasure in order to make money, in order to get some boots bought or a house bought. If I give him my sex, then it's going to provide me a financial exchange. And so this is something that is being programmed into the mind, and it is base. It is low vibrating. It is very low vibrating. It is not something that builds up the mind. It is not something that takes the mind forward and strengthens it to a beautiful vision of the future, which is what would be high vibrating. Okay. So when we are listening to this, or if we are listening to the songs that are about killing, about murder, about all sorts of things that are harmful and hurtful to our sons and our daughters and to ourselves, it is keeping us stuck in a place that will not allow us to move forward, to move higher towards our place of victory, on our path towards victory. We will be stuck. It can cause us to be stuck until we just live, continue to cycle through life in misery, hopeless, and then ultimately die without achieving what it is that our soul incarnated to do. The next thing is our mouths, what it is that we are saying out of our mouths. The scripture says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. It also says that the tongue is the rudder that guides and directs the ship. So the things that you are saying out of your mouth are creating your reality. Your words have life and breath to them. The same way that God breathed life into Adam, the same way that God spoke and it was. This is the same power that you have. It is the same creative energy that you have been born with. And the things that you are speaking, the things that you have spoken, have created the life that you are looking at before you now. The mind, the thoughts are entities that are created. And we learned that in the Sefer Yetzirah. Our thoughts are entities that are created. They are life and they go on beyond us. So if we are having a continual thought, it is a thought form. It is a form of life that is created and will manifest before our eyes. So it is critical that our thoughts and our words align with what it is that we want to see before us. I hear people saying, I'm dead. Oh, I saw that I'm dead. I died. And they are speaking death in their own lives, and they don't realize how powerful their words are. So does it mean that they die immediately? No, but they are speaking death over something in their life. They are speaking death into their life as opposed to speaking life and health and wholeness and things that you want to see. So it is critical that we direct the ship, with the rudder, with our words, with our mouth, what it is that we want to see. It is important that that ship is going in the direction of what it is that we want to see, and that our minds are focused on what it is that we want to see. So how do we do that? So, a lot of times we have people around us who are negative. Their energy, their vibration is low, and we cannot go any higher than the people that are surrounding us. There is a study that says that you cannot make any more than $2,000. You won't make any more than $2,000 more than the closest 5 people that are around you. And that is because money is an energy. Money is an energy. And when you have the energy around you of people who are thinking low, acting low, operating low, that energy is beaming out. Though you do not see it, it is a force that keeps you stuck in a conundrum. It keeps you stuck in a place where you cannot vibrate higher. And so many times we are so addicted to certain relationships that we have with people, though we know they are not good for us, though we know they think low. We justify it in our minds. Oh, he just had a hard upbringing. He just had he's just like that. He doesn't mean it, but he's constantly being negative. He's constantly squatting on your dreams, pissing on your dreams. Or she is constantly, if you come to her and you say, hey, I want to, I have an idea that I want to open up a restaurant. And then she drags it down. She laughs. She gives you all the reasons that you cannot do it. This is a negative energy, a low vibrating person who will cause you not to reach the path of victory. They will cause you not to be able to go where it is that your soul has been assigned to go, or the role or the road that your soul chose to take when you incarnated into this life. And it takes the bold person to realize that I have a dream, I have a goal, I have something that I need to accomplish. and if I continue to have these friends around me who don't want anything like what I want, then it will be you to blame that you chose not to move your life forward and do what it is that your soul is calling you to do. Now, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to be able to do that. But the question is, how much does it mean to you to be able to walk your path and walk and get to the place of victory? Get to a place that you have dreamed of. Get to the place that you hoped for, even when you were little, to open up that business, to open that restaurant, to start that clothing line. And a lot of times we go back to, well, my parents, they never had anything. And my dad, he left me, or my dad was in prison. And so how can it be that I would be able to do it? Well, the truth of the matter is that they are separate from you. Though you came through the womb of your mother, and though you have her DNA, and you have some of her strengths, and you may even have her eyes and her smile, but you are an individual soul who has the ability to use your creative powers to reprogram your mind. And though you may not have ever seen anyone around you be a successful business owner, successful entrepreneur, you have the ability to do so. It starts with reprogramming your mind, getting out of the matrix that we have been in, and being the person that says, I will lead and not be led astray. I am not a sheep, and I won't just follow along with whatever it is that I see. So that means that you are listening to things that are edifying to your spirit. You are listening to people who have what it is that you want to achieve. You are listening to people who have already accomplished something fantastic and marvelous, and you have an ability to see that manifest in your life, because now you are taking on the energy, even if you are not at the conference, or if you are not personally there with the individual successful person. As you listen to them, you are taking on their energy, is being shared with you through the screen, through Zoom, or through YouTube. And this is a way for you to raise your vibration higher. What it is that you are listening to, the type of music that you are listening to. The words, what are the words saying? Are they words that will take me higher? Are they words that will speak to my spirit and speak to the victorious man that I am, speak to the victorious woman that I am? Or are they words that will keep me stuck and keep me low and keep me jealous and keep me scraping and the crab in the barrel syndrome, and pulling this one down and not wanting to see them come up? And this is the responsibility for your own self, because nobody is coming to save you except you. Nobody is coming to rescue you except you. And even if you had a hard childhood and you had some painful things that happened, it's still your responsibility to heal those wounds, acknowledge them, heal them, do whatever it takes to heal and move your life forward towards the path of victory. Because somebody else is waiting for you. There are people behind you. There are people in your old high school. There are people who you have never met, young boys, young girls, older women, older men who are waiting to see you accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish, that your soul came to accomplish, so that they would be encouraged, so that they would know that they can too go after their dream. It is Sankofa. Each one teach one. Reach back and teach another. That's what it's all about. And once you work on your mind, once you change the energy that is around you, what the energy that you are releasing from your mouth, the energy you are taking in with your food, the energy that is coming into your eyes and coming into your ears, once this vibration has been changed, the energy is elevated, then your beliefs will shift. And then you believe more that you can accomplish what you have never accomplished before. And your actions will follow suit. Your actions will follow suit. And you will be on your path. And I heard Oprah saying the other day, that once you are on your path, not doing somebody else's path, not doing what other people want you to do or think you should do, once you are on your particular path, doors will open for you. Things will be aligned for you, and you will meet the people that you are supposed to meet. And it won't be this pushing a boulder up a hill and the boulder rolling back on you. It won't be that situation. But it will be one where you will feel and you will know that this is the right path. You will know it within your soul. But that starts with, again, connecting with the ancestors so that they can help you know which is the right direction for you. Thank you so much for listening. That's all that I had to share. Again, I am Letitia with Soul Spread Wisdom, and have a great day.